It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Chiefs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
And him running the football is not something the defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
On second down, it's Taylor. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Oh, nice move. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Colts at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind,
the ball is free. Taylor lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here comes the rookie 7th-round pick. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First and 10, Taylor now. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Taylor on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, Ryan. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's fourth down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till half.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? You can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away? and take control of this game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 146 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Ryan to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got Burton here. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. They give him a gain of 37.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10, it's Ryan again. And that is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And his kick here is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Shaquille Leonard, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They go play fake. Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space, because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to be met at about the 43. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Butker's kick here is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A give for Taylor running right side. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with third and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Past the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes rolling to his right. Drops it to Jones in the flat. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 168 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. That ball caught by Campbell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Harris Campbell, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. The second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Hands it off out of the gun. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
They'll run with the 3rd-year man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Gets this ball to his running back, Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
but I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. On the draw is Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. His kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it